Hi everyone, Carol Wilcock here, and I'm going to do our November newsletter a little bit differently than we've done it before. So I have some fun things to share with you. First of all, I wanted you to see our new energy enhancement system. So I'm actually bringing this to you with a very special camera, special lens, and recording the photons, which you are seeing with your eyes, but also capturing the photons for the room. So we're going to be offering not just our regular 5 to 9 schedule that you've heard about beforehand for live in the evenings, which is always very soothing, very comfortable. We're also offering in the morning. You can come in between 9:15 and 11:15. You just need to check with the front desk first. So call 406-465-5125, text them, because we have to really be careful of how many people we put in our parking lot during the day. The afternoon parking lot is very busy. So with that in mind, we thought we would start offering some video EE systems so that it'd be the regular 55 an hour. And you could do this video in the afternoon. Just need to schedule it, let us know. And then something different that we're doing is an overnight. So when I started looking into this technology, I did an overnight session and I paid $1,000 so that I could stay in a system overnight, because I really wanted that. I really wanted that strong influence. And I realize that's not always feasible for people. And also it is not always comfortable to stay someplace different than where you'd normally sleep overnight. It was not really all that comfortable where I stayed. It was powerful, but it wasn't all that comfortable. Plus, it's really difficult to find staff that wants to stay overnight. So we came up with this, this Zoom, this solution. And what we're going to do is let you schedule a video at 9 o'clock on Wednesday evenings, and you'll schedule a 2-hour session, so it'll be 110. But I'm not going to turn off the video session, so it's just going to run all night long until I disconnect the meeting, and the meeting in the morning when I come back. And so this is going to be really interesting. We've been playing with this for a couple of months now, and the reports back from our clients is really strong. For me, it feels the same, whether it's on my smart TV at home where I just plugged it into my phone and pulled it up, or you can put it on a tablet, on a laptop, wherever you watch a Zoom meeting. But just having the energy in the room is really strong and it feels like you're here in the room. Some people don't like being in a room with strangers. Some people don't want to drive on icy roads. Some people don't, there's all kinds of different things that we all have to deal with. So I'm really excited to bring this opportunity to you. The second thing that is important is our open house. So we every year do an open house in the fall in just gratitude to thank you for another wonderful year. This will be our 12th year and of being in business, and we're just so grateful for all of you. So we're going to have some refreshments, we'll have some fun, some giveaways, some gifts, and it's really going to be a great time. So that's Thursday, November 16th from 4 to 7 here at the clinic. And you get to try, if you haven't tried Red or our new cryotherapy, or you haven't been in this room, then come and try it. If you bring a friend, then we'll give you a $5 coupon, a new client, not just any friend, a new client, and we'll give you a $5 coupon. If they book sessions, you'll get that regular $20 kickback. That's really where we spend a lot of our advertising dollars, is back to you, because you're the most important part of that. So we're so grateful for that, and we're really looking forward to having you here, walk through the space, meet staff, bring your friends. We know it's weird, but we know it works, and it's always just a good time. Great time to bring skeptics in. So did you guys notice really brutal season change this year. It was like beautiful. We had the most amazing fall, and then all of a sudden it was November, and we had this nasty snow, 16 inches, and I'm always surprised that Montanans are shocked when we have winter, right? We have winter, and of course today it's late in the evening, but it's been a beautiful day. So I hope it holds through for next week. But I'm always amazed at how much we resist change. We know it's coming, and that's the one constant thing in life, right? Is change. And it's just a really common human emotion to resist change. Well, that's true in our business as well, in everybody's business. We would love for everything to stay the same suppliers, the same price, the same expectations, the same staff, right? We love it when it's familiar and it feels good. So the change piece in business for us is always something that we really resist. And so we really look at a lot of different ways to increase our success and still be able to meet your needs. So one thing that we can do is add a new technology to bring in more revenue, to meet your needs better. We bring in a new technology. So we brought in this technology this year. We brought in the Cryo, which is a really fun little technology. Brought in Red last year. Brought in Mcella the year before. We're pretty maxed out. We don't have a lot of room for very many more technologies. So we really appreciate you advertising for us, promoting for us those technologies, and that's important because the other way that you increase your revenue is to service more people. And so those referrals really do mean the world to us, and we are super grateful for those. So the one thing things that you can do is as we find new clients, is then decrease, right? We can decrease our overhead. Well, sometimes that's doable and sometimes it's not. I don't want to cut my staff pay. They can go a lot of places and earn a lot more money already than what they earn here. And so I definitely don't want to do that. And we work really hard to keep our overhead low, but our prices went up for our supplies, for our utilities, our rent, everything went up and our overhead went up. And so how do we cope with that? So one thing that we did some creative brainstorming, and we thought one thing that we're going to try this. If you hate it, you just let us know. One thing that we thought we might do is start accepting tips. So for your massage therapist, the nail salon, your hair salon, your waitress in service oriented businesses, a tip is really reasonable. In the professional medical world, that's not a thing. And we kind of bounce in between those, don't we? So we thought we would start just letting you know that we would accept those. We do not 100% do not expect them. Okay. And I can't even fathom like what's normal, what's appropriate. We don't do normal here. You guys know that. So why, yeah, it's always, it's just an interesting way for us to get appreciation to our employees without having to shift the whole business plan, because every time I want to pay an employee $100, I have to earn between $130 and $150 in revenue in order to pay them that 100. That doesn't include our rent. That doesn't include utilities. That's employee payroll tax and workers' comp and those kind of things. The employee payroll tax is pretty debilitating. So by being able to tip, we will share those at the end of every day. And I think it's a way to help our staff to feel appreciated and compensated, but not have to worry so much about the employee payroll tax. So starting in January, our prices are going to shift, but some things are going to stay the same, right? So some things are, you guys, you have to realize how reasonable we are. An example is the MCELA. I'm going to keep the MCELA at $1,000 for 10 sessions. When we looked at the MCELA, they were like, you should charge $2,500 for 6 treatments. And then they go in the M Club and it's $150 every time you want to come and do an additional MCELA. Well, I felt like that was too high for Helena, Montana, too high for our client base. And so I just immediately dropped it to 2,000 right off the bat before we even saw our first client. So I then have decided to just keep it at 1,000. So that's 1,000 for 10 sessions. So you think about the difference between that and 2,500 for 6. So it's a very expensive piece of equipment, very expensive piece of equipment. And we need to keep that rolling, but I still want to make it affordable for you. The cryotherapy is only 30. There's a lot of things that are going to stay the same. Okay. So one of the things that happened recently is Diana and I were asked to go, we went to Budapest to the international conference for biofeedback. And this was a really great experience. And we were able to learn and teach and share information. We learned about faster, simpler, more efficient ways to run a biofeedback session. We're gonna speed up our computers, and we're gonna make it so that these shifts will be comfortable and effective. So starting in January, a 1 hour biofeedback session will be 100. And then same as a Quest, 1 hour biofeedback, Quest or one of the other biofeedback systems is going to be 100. And then a 2 hour session will be 150. And a new client will be 175. So I know that's even hard for me to say, because I'm so aware of the situation we are all living in, including my staff. So I really need to be able to be present and be there to support them financially. That's an important part of my job, right? There are, I think that's the lowest that I know of anybody in our industry. Most people are charging 150 for 90 minutes, or anybody who has been doing this as long as, especially Diana and I, they're charging 250 per hour, 350 per hour. And that's not just like, Seattle or LA. That's a teeny tiny town in South Dakota. and they're booked at $250 per hour. So a session with them, like you've experienced with us, would be $500. So I want you to just understand how mindful we are of your needs, and how we can work together to just manage through all this. We are also going to shift our military discount, is going to change to 10%. For military first responders and their families. It's something I've been able to offer a 20% discount for 21 years. And that just has to shift. So that's going to go to 10%. Now, the good news is this is November, and you have until January 1st where you can buy up to 10 biofeedback sessions before January 1st at your current price. So you can take advantage of that. I can't sell you 20 or 30. That kind of defeats the purpose of making those shifts. So you have a window here, an opportunity to look at that price and be able to buy a package for your family up to 10. So up to 10 biofeedback sessions. Let's see, we have also some new help, so be friendly and kind. as we train new staff, just to keep an eye out for that. It's all going to happen at different times, and we'll introduce them formally later, but just wanted to let you know we're trying to meet your needs and keep things flowing as fast as we can, so that we can keep those prices as low as we can. Those are important. So make sure that all of our technologies are busy. That really helps us keep the prices very low. So one last thing is, I want to wish all of our veterans a sincere gratitude for all the things that you've done and been through. And some people say that, there's no draft, you didn't have to do it. Maybe there was a draft when you were there, but but I know that we only as civilians know a fraction of your experience. And I, for one, am grateful. I'm grateful for that. So for Veterans Day, we're going to actually, and through Thanksgiving and Christmas, we're going to be offering some packages and some just special little gift packages that we're putting together for Impact Montana. So you can purchase from us, but you can also, Impact Montana is going to get like that. Instead of us giving a $20 referral fee back to a client, we're going to give that referral from Impact Montana. We're going to give it back to Impact Montana. So they're going to get that little piece. And so if you have people who are new, encourage them to buy a little package through Impact Montana and experience with our technologies, and a way to help them out where they don't have to put on an event or create a lot of stress, but be able to just more completely support our veterans, first responders, and their families. So there's a huge need there, as there is for all of us, really. I hope you understand the energy enhancement system and that great advantage of you being able to experience the benefit of being in a room of photons, even if it's your room at your house in your pajamas, and only have that 110 charge. And I'm gonna hold that as long as I possibly can as well. So that's gonna be on Wednesday nights, and so I'm gonna set that up here tonight, and we'll be open to doing that more if needed. So if there's a different night that you're needing that, then please contact the front desk and let us know. Text is usually the very best way for us to make sure we don't miss a message, and much better than email, but that text message just gets right into our hands right away. So with that, I look forward to seeing you all on Thursday, the 16th from 4 to 7. Don't forget that. And bring your friends, bring your skeptics, and come and enjoy some of our new technologies. And let us just say thank you. Thank you so much for so many great years. And we love and appreciate you. And we are truly grateful. So with that, thank you so much, and have a great, wonderful, gratitudeful, if that's a word, a grateful Thanksgiving. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.